Georgia,
Mm,
Alabama. This is an all
mm.
SEC game. The Georgia Bulldogs played the Alabama what?
Crimson
Crimson
Tide.
Tide.
Ooh.
Now, of course, they were both ranked, and even if they weren't, we would have high performance expectations from both of these teams. And in fact, the Alabama defense was able to hold up against the Georgia run heavy offense.
Yeah.
And Alabama took down the higher ranked team. It was at Georgia, so they did it in front of their home crowd.
Got to be
And
more
Alabama
careful.
won 24-21.
There's these moments where you see Georgia being Georgia, and you're like, there's their run game. And that's exactly what happened in the second half. They start leaning on it. You had Gunnar Stockton make some good plays, but there were some throws and some very tight windows. And it was just like a moment of I was like, oh, okay, Georgia's going to rely on their run game. And sure enough, Eric will tell you as I called, I was like, yeah, Georgia's going to run this for about 30 yards. And that's exactly what they did. So it was shocking that Alabama could play Georgia's game because Georgia really is a second half team. Like
Hmm.
they're okay first half. They'll let you score as much as you want. Cool. We'll make you think that you're great, but they really lock down. But Alabama really did a good job matching up to Georgia's level of physicality.
And did.
And also with this game, that snapped Georgia's 33 game home winning streak that went back to 2019. And then also, yeah.
You done embarrassed them at home.
Yeah, Kirby was Alabama's defensive coordinator for so many years.
Mm.
So yeah, I got to give props to Kalen DeBoer. I think this is a big game for him. I think he'll win back a little bit of the fan love after that loss to FSU to start this season. But I think you're going to see Alabama continue to get better. I saw a lot of really good things from their defense. I think offense can still use a little bit of work because their first drives were scripted and they were able to score pretty quickly. It was looking like they were going to take over, but again, Georgia's defense really locked down. And then at the end, it was kind of going back and forth. And then like there were some fights that broke out at the end of the game.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, Alabama scored on 4 of their first 5 drives, but it really was their defense is what won them the game. So props to Alabama. But it was physicality. It was Alabama showing that they still have that physical edge that they had all the years under Nick Saban. And Kalen DeBoer is bringing that with a little bit more flash and a little bit more of that fast paced offense. I know they're glad to have Grubbs back to run that offense. So good things for them. Ty Simpson really showed coming into the season. He was kind of one of the least heralded SEC quarterbacks, but I think it shows now that he's ready. And I think they're going to be capable of doing some big things as the season goes on. Alabama, I'm glad I'm not playing y'all this year, but Georgia, I do see a chink in your armor.